What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. I think it's time to switch gears over to AEW.
All right.
So AEW had a pay-per-view on this past Sunday called Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
This was a new pay-per-view that AEW put together. I didn't, honestly, with all the bullshit that was been going on with AEW, I honestly did not try to care to even buy it or do anything special for it, because the reason why that is because they didn't make it feel special, because honestly everything that was going on with AEW at that time was focused on that damn video Tony Khan had to show us of CM Punk and Jack Perry from all the way last year. What did you say, Kiefer?
No, I'm saying they just had to show the video.
Yeah, they just had to fucking show it, and they tried. Young Bucks tried to put it in a storyline for their match. No, it wasn't working. Then it just AEW's been just going on that weird spell right now, where now everybody's trashing it, everybody hates it, and they're not getting the ratings pop. And then so when it came to Dynasty, a new pay-per-view that they were supposed to be promoting, and they took time to promote other stuff, I was like, I want to just catch the results. And I have to say this, that according to the highlights I was watching, and according to the people that was there, they knocked it out the park with this Dynasty pay-per-view. Knocked it out the park. And I was like, that's great, because it unfortunately it's not going to reflect the results that they're looking for. But I was like, but that is just so great news. So real quick to recap, because we had some history be made tonight also. Trevor Rudder defeated Matt Sydal in a singles match. Like these are pre-show matches, or the 0 hour as they call them. Shibata and Orange Cassidy defeated Shane Taylor Promotions, which is Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, and Anthony Ogogo. Because like, where has Anthony Ogogo been? I ain't seen Anthony Ogogo since Cody beat him in AEW. You know, that's long.
Damn.
Exactly. You already see how long ago that was. They kick off the show with Okada taking on Pac for the AEW Continental Championship, and that turned out to be a really good match, a really good 20-plus minute opener. As you know, Okada and Pac can definitely sit there and work. So Okada
20 minutes, Lord.
Exactly.
At the beginning.
It kick things off, yeah. So good opening matchup. Then they had a trios match in the House of Black, taking on Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe. Which, me personally, like, this match was a collision match to me. I was like, this didn't need to be. Y'all need to find something to do with Adam Copeland and Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe. Opposed to put them all in this matchup. This is just a little throwaway trios matchup. I was like, see, that's how Tony Khan be booking his stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. We had Willow Nightingale defeated Julia Hart in a house rules match for the TBS Championship. Willow's stipulation was that Sky Blue and Chris Statlander were barred from ringside. So Willow Nightingale ends up winning the TBS Championship. Julia Hart has improved, but still, she ain't taking away my Willow Nightingale. Thick 2 C's, no K. So, she wins the TBS Championship, so shout out to her. Even though, as soon as she won it, I was just like, you already know what this is for, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already, you already know who you holding this for, right? As long as you know. Roderick Strong defeated Kyle O'Reilly for the AEW International Championship. I believe this is the time where they roll Adam Cole out, and he showed that he could stand on his legs. So Adam Cole is just doing a lot better. It looks like, I don't know when he's gonna come back into the ring, but he definitely, stood up from that wheelchair and showing that he could walk. And honestly, Adam Cole and their roster is something that they could definitely need.
Yep.
Chris Jericho defeated Hook in a FTW rules match for the FTW Championship.
Stupid.
Everybody is coming at Jericho for this. He called him Jericho Hogan. And why did he do that? Because honestly, I think Jericho was just like, hey, the FTW Championship is one of the only championships I don't have on my resume, and I want to be champion. But bruh, it's Hook. It's Hook, by the way. And Hook is the one that needs the motivation to fight. You keep building up on Hook, because Hook could be something special in this company if they book him right.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, what happened?
Hook got some attention from some higher ups.
Oh, that's right.
You think it could happen?
I mean, it's possible.
I think it's possible.
I think
what? He'll be in NXT? Woo!
Hook at NXT will be deadly. First of all, honestly, the presentation when it comes to Hook is this. Listen, if y'all want to bring him in NXT or the main roster, whatever the case is, I'll put him in NXT. He got to keep his theme. Hook got a fire ass theme.
He do got a fire theme.
His theme.
The whole aesthetic. Honestly, you don't even need to change nothing about him. Just change his brand. That's it.
Exactly.
And by brand, I mean what show he on.
Exactly. As of right now, I'm liking the way Hook is. His music gives me kind of like Wu-Tang vibe a little bit. And I was like, I like the beat. I love the lyrics in it. I was like, these are some like serious lyrics in this motherfucker. I don't know. They bleep them out when he come out, because I don't be paying attention. But the whole aesthetic that Hook has, it don't need to be changed at all. Just bring him in like that, and I think it'll be a possibility. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad, because he said go explore free agency. I wouldn't be mad at it, but still, Chris Jericho win this matchup was kind of like a spit in the face, in my opinion, because he didn't need to win. He did not need to win. Hook could benefit from it more than Jericho can. So, singles match for the AEW Women's Championship: Timeless Toni Storm with Mariah May and Luther defeated Thunder Rosa. Saw that come from a mile away, because Thunder Rosa won a match to be able to challenge for the championship, and there was no heat to the match. At least not the ones. At least not the heat I was looking for. It when it comes to like stories, like this thing had about a 2-week build, and with Thunder Rosa won the match to challenge the championship, and then with Toni Storm rubbed her face paint off, like there's no like deep storylines to sink your teeth into and get invested in sometimes, and that's one of the downfalls I have with AEW. It's just that they just put these dream matches together because they know the wrestling fans like to see these kind of matches. But me personally, I'm like, you gotta sweeten the deal a little bit. You gotta make me believe in something. Give me some kind of story to that. So even when I do see the dream matches, when they finally it'll have a little bit more sauce to them. So. Right. Thomas Toni Storm wins the matchup. Then they said that this could have been. I've seen everybody all over the place saying that this was the greatest match in AEW history. The greatest wrestling match of all time. The greatest just pure wrestling match in AEW history. Will Ospreay took on Bryan Danielson. For 32 minutes, they went out there and had an instant classic. I don't know that Bryan Danielson's injury, because the whole story with it is that Will Ospreay kept giving him the Tiger. I will say the Tiger Driver 91, and it was on him, and it could have hurt him. He said he was ragging in pain, so I'm not necessarily sure. But they said this could have been the best match, and it's hard for me to disagree. At least for it being in the AEW camp, and I want to go see it in full. And right now, since AEW don't have a streaming service, and it ain't come out on DVD yet, or excuse me, on Blu-ray yet, I don't want to sit there and just order Dynasty. You know, pay $60 just to watch it. I just waiting for it to. You know, I really want to go back and see that match, and I heard it was really, really good. Did you have a chance to see it at all, or catch the highlights of it?
I caught the highlights, but I mean, it's been a minute, so they're not fresh in my head.
Gotcha, I understand that. Then they had the tag team ladder match. The Young Bucks took on FTR. Heard this was a banger also. And to come out and to help the Young Bucks retain, get the championships was Jack Perry, the scapegoat, who went to New Japan and tore up that AEW contract and came back now to AEW after they, you know, with the Crimea River jacket on, and he made his way. He made his way back to AEW, and because it was some crazy, it looked like some crazy fan guy in the ring, but then they took tackle him and he removed the mask, and it was Jack Perry. Do you think this whole, real quick, Kifo, do you think this whole thing that they're doing is going to get Jack Perry over at all?
I'm definitely like impressed. I didn't think it would happen.
Yeah, but like,
because he's been getting like, ever since they dropped that video, he's been getting slandered.
Really?
Yeah. Everywhere he go, he couldn't go nowhere without them making fun of him. Got choked out like they couldn't. He couldn't go nowhere, but he fighting through it, and he over. So,
well, I don't know if I would say completely over, but I got to see where this thing goes and make sure Tony Khan does not drop the heel ball with this. But the main event was Swerve Strickland versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship, where Swerve came out there with the Black Panther Killmonger fit. I know you saw that. If you ain't seen nothing else, I know you saw that.
Yes,
and Prince Nana came out there with the cape, and we started going in and dancing, and next thing you know, boy, it was off to the races, and we knew what was happening. We knew what was happening. Even when Swerve got on the top rope to do his double foot stomp and the land on Samoa Joe, he even knew it was his moment. And Swerve becomes the first black AEW champion. That's awesome. Haters are going to hate because they was already out there on the internet. I'm pretty sure you see your fair share of hate out there, Q, didn't you?
Hell nah. Everybody was happy for this.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
From what I saw.
I was just saying it was like one or two people. And so why do they gotta be about race? Like, stop it, please, stop it. Stop always asking us these questions, but you don't ask the Samoans these questions, the Irish these questions. You don't ask the Jewish these questions. You don't. If somebody is
it's only the blacks and Hispanics.
Yeah. Every time, so it's always got to be about that, and instead of just enjoying what it was. No, damn that. We got a whole bloodline storyline full of Samoans, proud, doing what they do, represent their culture. Let them go out there and do that. And so, if we will celebrate a lot of our main champions of being black, I ain't talking about no cruiserweight or no U.S. champion. I'm talking about world champions. Swerve out there doing this thing. Moose is the world champion over there in TNA. Trick Williams just won the NXT championship last week. And Spring Breaker from Ilya Dragunov, which clearly shows Dragunov is going to the main roster. We had, like I said, we had that with Trick Williams. Like, come on. And I'm happy for Swerve, man. He did go out there and do it. Kofi was his inspiration to go out there and do it. I'm glad they did do it and capitalize on the momentum. Even though I don't like how the fuck they handled that shit the Wednesday after. But other than that, when it came to the moment, it was great. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I was so happy for Swerve. Came a long way, and I just kind of wish that WWE gave them a chance because they did. And he went to AEW and made something of himself. And he out there, he is popular, he's doing the rounds, he got a kick-ass theme song, and Prince Nana just be adding to it with that damn dance, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Now, once again, I don't know if he's going to be holding it until All In and they wait for Will Ospreay to win it in Wembley Stadium. I don't know, man. I'm really happy for Swerve.
Well, until they make that decision, he don't need to be losing no matches.
He don't need to be really in a lot of them like he was on this past Wednesday Dynamite.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, him just go out there and representing. Willow Knight out there representing, and Trick Williams out there. Proud of him. Moose out there. Everybody just got out there representing to the point where, this could be normal now for us. And that's all I'll be hoping for and praying for, man. Dead up. Like I said, I said my thing. I'm proud of Swerve. Brock Lesnar, stay the fuck away from all my champions, all right? Brock, stay the fuck away from all my champions. Brock about to make his
NXT debut.
I'm about to say, shit, if Brock, you going after anybody, you go after Moose first.
Go after Moose.
Yeah, you take care of Moose. Leave Swerve alone. Yeah, that was the Dynasty recap of the match that happened. Like I said, didn't see it, but I definitely had to do, talk about a little recap, talk about Swerve out here getting his flowers.